This is Wiskerchen from Karen Zupko Associates. Today I'd like to talk with you all about some technology tools that you can use to improve your practice operations, streamline patient flow, and hopefully impact the bottom line from a positive way. First, we hope that all of you are using pre-registration as a process in your offices so that you can find out about the patient's demographic and insurance information before they actually arrive. We like this because it allows us to confirm that the patient's insurance information is actually correct. Second, we find that it streamlines flow because we don't have to have the patient fill out all those paper forms when they're arriving, and they can simply confirm the information and be ready for the physician visit much more quickly. Now, over the years, folks typically perform pre-registration over the telephone, and that we think that's been a great solution, but ideally we'd like to see offices using some portal technology more actively. With the portal, the patient can sign into your website on their own time, input the information that you need, and you're not spending your staff time on the telephone, and patients have a little more leisure time and access to those insurance cards that you need. So first, you want to talk with your practice management system vendor about portal options that may support that process. Second, we like to see clients use that insurance information that they've collected to perform what we call verification of eligibility and verification of benefits. Right now, we still see too many practices going onto websites and trying to verify that eligibility one account at a time. Ideally, you want to talk to your clearinghouse and find out if they offer what's called batch eligibility. With batch eligibility, a system is able to tap into your entire appointment schedule for a day or for a week and compare that to the eligibility information that exists with your payers. That is much more streamlined and efficient, so you're able to look at eligibility status for 50 patients rather than one account at a time. Another feature that we like to apply using the information that you obtain during verification of eligibility and benefits is surgical financial counseling. More and more, the insurance plans are holding the patients responsible for larger portions of that bill, and you don't want to be chasing after it after the surgery is performed. What we like to do is talk with patients about their financial responsibility based upon their deductible and co-insurance requirements. Increasingly, the payers are helping us with that process by offering what are called claim estimator tools on their websites. So rather than having to take the benefit information that you obtain online and then do the math behind the scenes to figure out what the patient's responsibility is going to be, you can plug in the CPT codes that you expect to perform, and that matches and crosses with the patient's eligibility information, their benefit details, to come up with an estimated responsibility. Now, this is just an estimate. It's not fixed in stone, so that if the patient's benefit utilization changes before that surgery, you can adjust things, but it gives it an increasing validity to the information because it's coming from the insurance carrier. It's not just you as the practice or the financial counselor coming up with a number that the patient might not trust or feel confident with. So we like that it comes from the insurance carrier. Last, if your practices are not using it already, we absolutely recommend that you utilize a tool called electronic remittance or electronic posting. What this means is that when you receive your payments from the insurance carrier, your staff don't have to manually input that data into your practice management system. Instead, just like you transmit your claims electronically, you are able to receive your payments and adjustments electronically. We find that this streamlines your staffing processes significantly, so you need fewer staff to perform the same payment posting steps. It also decreases errors because the information is electronic. You're not relying on keystrokes to get the information into the system. And the final tool that we find very helpful is what's called remote deposit capture. And with this tool, you may find that you still have some payers that are sending you paper checks rather than sending electronic payments direct to your bank. And what happens in your office is, at the end of the day, someone has to gather those checks together and deliver them to the bank. We find increasing security and efficiency by using remote deposit capture. And what that means is you work with your bank to receive a device that allows you to deposit those checks directly. You don't actually have to deliver them to the bank, and the funds are available in your account much more quickly and securely. So we hope those ideas are helpful to you, and that you give them a try in your offices.